this energy of no, enough is enough. I am an adult human being. I am independent. I live my life the way I want to. You will not tell me how to live my life. You will not question my decisions. And I feel like you're starting to really get into, we have to have strong boundaries. I always say this to you guys. Boundaries are real. This is why we have that self-love for you. Boundaries are always a byproduct, effortless and natural byproduct of self-love. When you truly love yourself, you understand everything that I said in previous parts, that people who love you, they will respect you, they will be tolerant towards your life's choices. So I feel like this collective, you're finding yourself in a situation when, whether it's family, I'm feeling strongly family, but it can be also, some friends, if you still have some karmic friends around you. Are you sure you know what you're doing? Why are you doing this? And constantly, again, I've explained this to you, the difference between fear-based lack of respect and true concern, right? So I feel this is part of this test for you to really, truly say, no, I am taking a decision that in my heart I know is best for me. If you do not accept this decision, I have no responsibility to explain myself again as a grown-up, responsible adult to you. It doesn't matter who you are. It can be my mother, my father, my friend. I don't care. I've taken this decision. You're either on board or hit the highway. And again, of course, I'm saying this to you, like, I'm picking up your energy. I feel like you're starting to get a little bit annoyed. Always remember to do this with kindness, with love, with firmness, this healthy Queen of Swords energy, okay? So listen, I understand that you're worried. I understand your concern, but I am responsible. I am an adult. I have taken this decision, and I will not have this conversation with you again. Okay. All right. Let's close this. Let's close this topic and let's move into, what to do when it comes to like the crossroad, the decisions. But I want to do a little bit of your shadows because I feel that there's still maybe some shadows. I was hearing rejection trauma, rejection wound. It's oftentimes when we have rejection wound and abandonment wound, it makes difficult for us to say no, because I talk about this to you guys many times, that the hardest moments are to put in these boundaries with people that we love them. They may be karmics, but karmics sometimes are beautiful karmics. It can be your parents or family members. We love them, they love us, but they may be, for example, distorted in their distorted energy, and their very fearful energy, right? So we have to put in that boundary. And we have abandonment, when we have rejection trauma, subconsciously you are at the level of this journey that you would have healed the surface level abandonment and rejection, but maybe there is a little bit of residue. So let's just ask your guides for a little guidance, and then we're going to do what's coming for you in the next weeks. What do we have? Shadow work. Maybe there are still some shadows. Remember what I said in the beginning, that you wouldn't be new to this journey, right? At least, I mentioned at least 4 years. We have energy healing as well. But I'm going to explain this to you guys more or less high level, how it looks like. So when we start this journey of healing, especially when we're on a very intense journey, which a twin journey obviously is. So we start from this really intense healing. It's every day, it's pain, it's trigger, it's trauma, it's healing, right? This is the moment when we usually start working with a spiritual teacher, whether that's a shadow worker, or you resonate more with some sort of a energy worker, shaman, whatever you guys resonate with. I always say this. So we start doing this work, and it's this intense period where you're literally on session every 2 weeks, every month, sometimes some people even every week, right? And you're walking through the hell of your shadows, right? And then we reach a moment when we sort of strip the layers of the thickest shadows, and this next stage is like we're already ready to start a bit of a self-discovery, start tapping into our mission, but we revisit these shadows again. This is this moment when I always explain to you guys when we feel like I've done this, I've been there. But no, because when you feel like you're returning to the same place in the forest, it's not the same place because you're a different person and the forest has changed as well, right? So sometimes we have to revisit certain wounds because we're ready to go deeper. Remember that our subconscious mind only releases things that we're ready for, right? So certain wounds we really have to revisit many times. And then when that stage ends, we step into this, which I feel where you are, this collective. You're already connected to your mission, you're thriving, you're connecting instead of attaching, you're healed for most part, but there is still final tests, and I find that very often those are those difficult tests. You know what I always say this to you guys, abruptive, difficult, toxic karmics, chop, it's not that difficult. But the most difficult ones are those that are good people that love us, like our parents sometimes, right? They want good things for us. It's really the stage of revisiting the biggest wounds for the final time and claiming our sovereignty. I know who I am, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I feel like you are in this moment, and we have shadow work and energy healing. These two came together. Again, I don't feel like you would be. Again, we said 4 years minimum, so you're someone that definitely went through your shadow work journey, you went through your healing, but maybe you do need, come on a session with someone who's like shadow worker, energy healer, or tap into your energy, really revisit again. I feel like there's something, again, with this energy healing, there's something in your environment. This is why they're pushing you to move, whether that's location or a job. Watch the previous part, because I want to read through this energy healing for you. In the physical world, everything is energy, and every object and being emits unique vibration that influence one another. To cultivate a peaceful and aligned life, you must understand and harness the flow of energy around you. Our energy bodies are quite sticky and very receptive to vibrations around it, especially if you are a healer or an empath. You need to educate yourself on how energy works and develop ways to protect, cleanse, and nourish your energy body. Learn to detach, let go of external influences, build spiritual resilience, and cultivate childlike energy in your life to keep your vibration as high as possible. And I was hearing two things with this as I was reading through this. First thing that we mentioned, remember, you're being pushed to change your environment. So there must be something in your environment that is not influencing, benefiting you, right? And the other thing that I was hearing is that us as healers, we have to be on top of our game. We're healers. We're here to heal others. Again, there's a reason I mentioned this to you in the beginning. The standards we're held up to are higher than for most people, right? We have to be really healed. We have to take care. I got shivers. We have to take care of our energy. My universal truth is that healers, even when you're healed and you work as a healer, you should every now and then have your healer to be able, even if it's like a shaman that will take you into the deep meditation and take care of your energy body. Sometimes we need to be held as well, right? But you really need to be on top of your game. You really need to be living a life of alignment, making right choices every day. I mentioned this to you in the beginning that some healers, at one point they go towards being charlatans, right? And I always say this to you guys that in an example of twin flame journey, right, 90% of information out there is nonsense. And some of that information is spread by people who are not even awake and they have no idea what they're talking about. But some of the people who are psychics, but they went towards being charlatans. They're choosing views, money, attention, and so on and so forth. So we really have to maintain very strong connection to our path, to our mission, connect to our ancestors for guidance, continue to challenge ourselves, to grow, to do things that will help us expand spiritually, to become better, right? So again, that final phase would be that you're no longer healing, you're no longer doing this and that, but you're on top of your game, right? And I feel that, and in order to do that, the reason I was saying this, you need comfortable space, you need safe space, right? So there's a reason they want to I don't know why I just heard smoke you out, that they want to smoke you out. So either it has a meaning to you, that phrase, or literally they placing, you know, fires and situations where you're at to give you signs. You have to get out of there. You have to get out of there. Connect to the divine. Connect to the divine. I'm hearing as well number 80. Maybe you were born in the 80. I just heard. Connect to divine requires to remove distractions. I was hearing, but I do want to read through this. You are eternal soul navigating a human experience. As a sovereign being of light, your existence transcends time and space. There is no beginning nor end to your true essence. Tune into the frequency of your soul and align with the divine energy within you. Remember, we are all emanations of a single supreme consciousness, united by an infinite source of love and wisdom. Let go of the physical ego, earthly attachments, doubts, and fears. Connecting fully to Father Universe, embrace your divine nature and understand that you are a creator, a fragment of the infinite. You are God. Very beautiful message here. I feel that's what they're wanting you to do. Let go of physical ego, earthly attachments, doubts, and fears. You're standing in front of this decision and you have doubts. You fear what's going to happen. You're still attached to certain things, certain people. We are here to live a life of service. And maybe sometimes it feels like, really, so you cannot take your own decisions. But once we truly are connected to our highest, most aligned timeline and we activate abundance and love on this timeline, it's heaven on earth. It's heaven on earth. And we realize that as humans, we couldn't possibly take better decisions for ourselves than the divine. That's what we're meant to teach others. Do you really think that the universe, in its infinite knowledge, the Father Universe, in its infinite knowledge, would not know what's good for you? You really think that you in this human body still there's always a little bit of ego residue, right? That you would know better? And this is the essence of true divine feminine. I surrender. I listen to the guidance. You want me to go again to Argentina? I will move to Argentina. You want me to start this job? I will start this job. You've closed this door for me. It means that it's no longer for me. Thank you, Father Universe. Blessings. I will do whatever I have to do. Do you know what I mean? Worthiness trauma. Worthiness trauma. I want to do one more. Hold on, I'm guided to do one more. And we have number 8, so maybe number 8 is important. Maybe something happened on 8th of the 8th of the Lion's Gate portal. Maybe it was abandonment trauma at the bottom of the deck. Maybe something happened, or maybe I was hearing you're born in the 80s, or maybe month of 8th is important, August or 8th of the 8th. Anywho, worthiness trauma. There's still something. I'm just looking at one. I don't want to read the whole thing, but I'm looking at one thing. Release who you were told to be and what you must do to become worthy. There's still some conditioning. You're still listening to some family conditioning, fam conditioning, and in the back of your head conditioning. You can be whoever you are. Whoever you are. Allow yourself to be guided. We have connect to the divine and also connect to Mother Earth. So in this moment of doubt, in this moment of choice that you're going to have to take right now, connect to nature. I just heard cacao. Maybe you should do a little cacao ceremony for yourself to really connect to your heart and take that decision from a place of heart. It's like the life that waits for you out of fear. You're saying to yourself that you cannot take this decision because this is going to stop this and it's not going to make this happen. And in reality, it may be that worthiness trauma. So revisit this. Revisit this. All right. Let's do what's coming. I'm hearing next week or two for this collective. What's coming? Magician, that's beautiful. Magician really is our sovereignty. He is the creator. He is the master manifester. He is the one that has all the tools to make things happen for him. He's the one that guides us towards our highest, most aligned timeline. I don't know why I'm looking at this crystal ball. Maybe it's a detail for some of you that maybe you have a crystal ball, or maybe you were guided to. It's a beautiful divination. Again, I say this always as a mantra. Divinations are tools that are only meant to be used by people who are truly awakened, and you never choose your divination chooses you. Maybe it chose you. Maybe you're gonna see as you're gonna be walking like through streets, you're gonna see like a shop, and there's gonna be a crystal ball that will really call in your attention. But I feel you're gonna take the right decision. I feel you're gonna feel empowered. King of Swords. That's also beautiful. He speaks his truth. He embodies his truth with maturity. There is no shame. And it's coming to my mind as well, when we start this journey, I always say this to you guys, not every divine feminine goes towards becoming a psychic medium, a reader, or shaman, right? It is a path of many of us. I've done one of the episodes of my masterclass talk about path of the divine feminine. You can go ahead and watch that if you're interested. But some of you, you can become teachers, artists, you can work with children. There's variety of some of these jobs are more, especially for like third wavers, some of these jobs are more normal. I don't like to use that term because what I do to me is normal, right? But but you know what I mean. But sometimes for some of us, those that are activated truly as psychic mediums, we're all shamans, because shaman is truly a bridge between worlds, and we're all bridges, true healers, awakened healers, we're all bridges between worlds. But those of us who become, shamans, energy workers, Akashic records readers, psychic mediums readers, we're oftentimes in the beginning intimidated by this world, and we feel like this is ours, but there's a little bit of shame in there to really step into our power. What will people think? What will my family think? And you reach that moment when you really couldn't care less, because it's so you. It's your essence. How could you defy your essence, right? Your true you. And again, we go back to what I told you. People who truly, my candle just went literally crazy. It went like up double time, confirmation. And we have to understand that those who really true love and true respect is accepting someone for who they are, even if we don't understand them. We're not supposed to understand everything. It's on a divine journey. This is what divine feminine learns through separation and unconditional love. And that I often say this to you guys, our masculines, they don't choose us. They don't speak to us. They don't reach out to us. Sometimes they don't respect us. Oftentimes, most times, they choose other women, right? Yet we love them for who they are. We accept them for who they are. Part of being divine feminine is to completely remove judgment, right? I love you. You are free to do whatever you want, buddy. If you want to, connect to other women, if you want to live your life the way you want to live your life, I trust that it's part of our divine journey. It's part of your karmic lesson, and it has to happen. I don't judge you. I have love and forgiveness. I love you for who you are, with all your scars, with all your lessons. And as we learn this on this journey, we start to raise our standards that this is what we want as well. So we want people around us to love us and respect us regardless of what. We don't have to understand why it's happening. Just like we don't have to understand why our masculines have to be connecting to other women, because there's a variety of reasons. Maybe it's a karmic lesson, maybe it's a path towards a humility at one point, maybe it's something that they still have karma to pay. It doesn't matter. Fear-based mentality, wounds, it doesn't matter. Just like when you choose to be who you are, do what you want to do, it shouldn't matter for your loved ones. If someone truly loves you, they accept you for who you are. They don't want to force a certain career path on you, or where you're going to live and how you're going to live your life. Parents who truly love you, family who truly loves you, if you're going to say, I'm going to, pack my bag and I'm going to go for a year to like hiking in jungles of Peru, okay, just please be careful, check in with me, let me know, but you're an adult, I trust you. I trust you. They may have some curiosity, ask questions, and it's we oftentimes struggle with this, and many times we see that difference in people in their family. Some are going to be very receptive, very curious, even though they're not awakened, right? But some are either going to be like, I always say this to you guys, it enters here, it exits here, it means nothing, it's just a jibber jabber that what we do. Some will disapprove. But I feel like in the next weeks, you're really going to step into this King of Swords energy, beautiful King of Swords. This is my truth. This is who I am. Accept this. Accept this. Because it's not going to change. It's not just a phase or whatever. Do you know what I mean? This is who I am. I've seen the light. I've seen the truth. Two of Wands. Two of Wands. I want one more, and I will tell you what I'm hearing with this Two of Wands. I was looking at, it may be a detail for some of you, I was seeing someone finding a card, like a playing card, on a floor or somewhere, and it's going to be a spade. It may be a detail for some of you. And we have the Sun. I feel like next week's it's very empowering with the Magician and the Sun. Sun is the masculine. Sun is also enlightenment, really certain things being illuminated to you. There's a reason I mentioned this to you, that sometimes when we're struggling with a decision and we feel this anxiety, and it's not the decision itself that causes the anxiety, it's us not being able to take that decision. The moment we take it, even if we haven't done anything, but literally the second we take it, we feel this release. And I feel that's going to happen. You're going to take your decision, you're going to tap into your truth, you're going to release, and you're going to start seeing a path in front of you. You're going to be able to plan with excitement, to really... that healthy masculine within you, not the controlling one, not the one what's going to happen, and like the healthy one, the trusting one. Ace of Cups, self-love. Self-love, very beautiful to have Magician and Ace of Cups together. And Ace of Swords. Oh my God. There's a really new beginning ahead of you, and it's energetically going to start next week. We have Temperance. I'm hearing peace with this one. Maybe you do want to go. I just heard it maybe detailed for some of you because I've heard Mexico. I know these are Santa Muerta, but I was specifically looking at this, what is it, like Chichen Itza? Maybe you do wanna quit your job and like go to Mexico for some sort of a. And we have the Empress, masculine and feminine. We have the Sun and we have the Empress. I feel those next weeks are going to be really beautiful for you. It will feel, the moment you will take this decision in your heart, the second you will take this decision in your heart, you will feel a release. You will feel more courage, more, it's like this path forward will be illuminated to you. You will feel this trust. You will feel that you love yourself, but the divine loves you, and you have it all within you to do what it takes, and you're going to be able to stand in your truth. It's like your mindset's going to change. You're going to feel more peace. When we take a good decision, I don't know why it's coming to my mind. Maybe some masculines are watching me, but it also a thing for the masculines. For a very long time, sometimes for months, if not more, they feel this urgency to reach out to us, right? But they're still unhealed. They're still in the place of shadow. They still don't feel that they're ready. They're hovering over their phones, like they're not sure. And it's the knowing that causes that, the shakiness and the anxiety. And the moment they take a decision, and if it's a right decision, right? So the moment they decide, I'm going to reach out to her, even if it's not today, even if they say in their heart, okay, I am going to reach out to her in 3 months. By that time, I'm going to prepare mentally for this. You relax. You relax. You release. Because again, it's not the unknown of the decision and what's going to come afterwards, or that you're going to take the wrong decision, that keeps you in that anxiety. It's the fact that you are unable to take the decision. Anxiety always shows us that we're out of alignment. Not being able to take a decision is being out of alignment. So the moment you take it, especially if it's a good decision, you feel this peace. And sometimes it's a really good way to test this. Just say to yourself, whatever it is that you're on the fence with, say to yourself, I'm going to do it, and it's going to happen that date, that time. Give yourself time to prepare. You will see how you will just release and relax and peacefully allow yourself to prepare for what's coming, to stand in your truth, to really stand in your feminine power. I want to pull like 3 or 4 of these for final guidance for you, because I was guided to take these. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Your vibration. I was feeling this. Remember, it was one of the first things I said to you. Your vibration is rising. You are the pillar of light. You are the beacon of change. You are the oracle. You're really standing in front of a really true. Again, I feel like this collective, you would know what's your path. You would be connected to your mission. But it's like a whole new chapter. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? That's a good question. And she has that sword as well. We had Ace of Swords as well. Have you answered your deepest calling? I feel you know your mission, yes. I'm hearing that you have been scratching the surface. It's like you have been, a confirmation, did you hear my washing machine? You've been scratching the surface. It's like they're showing me like a playground. Yes, you've been doing your mission, you've been practicing, you've been learning, you've been connected to it. But this is the moment of maturing, becoming that warrior woman, claiming your sovereignty. Council of Light, divine orchestration, help us in the subtle realms. Confirmation. You do have helpers. You just have to trust. I want one more. You just have to trust. I always say this to you guys, us divines, divine feminines, divine masculines, we have very strong spirit teams always supporting us. We just have to surrender. We just have to surrender. Ask for signs, ask for guidance, stop resisting. Sometimes we ask for signs that they're showing us something and we're resisting. Take that decision. Whoever's watching me right now, masculine, feminine, take that decision. The moment you take the decision, even if you feel you need time and you're going to say to yourself, I'm going to do this in 3 months, I'm going to do this in 6 months, take the decision and you will take the pressure off of you. The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? Confirmation, what are you clinging on to? That's what we were saying. Starseed, what lights you up? You are a starseed. You are a starseed. There's still something that you're clinging on to. That's what they're wanting you to release. That's what they're wanting you to let go of. All right. I hope this was helpful. I love you so incredibly much. If it was, please like, share, follow, comment, and I will see you soon.